Hey, hi everyone. In this video, I will explain what a dynamic range in Excel is. Normally, when we select a range like C2 to C6, it will be constant, like it is fixed. But when we keep adding more data to the same range, then Excel do not automatically updates the formula or charts or the pivot table. The dynamic range changes automatically when we add or remove data. Let's see how. First, we will do the total of marks. Normally, how we do the total is sum of this column. Suppose now we have more data added to this, like I will add Radha, I will add Suraj. Okay. Marks I will add 80, I will add something 90. So this range is constant, it doesn't get updated. Simultaneously, if we will create the first option to make this range a dynamic, like this formula will be get updated automatically. For that, what we will do, we will convert this range to a table. Just I'm pressing Control T is a shortcut to create a table, converting the range to a table. My table has a header, so I will click on OK. Now again we will do the sum of this table, this column. Okay, now I will add one more entry. If you can see, the number got changed. Okay, now I will delete this entry. It is updated automatically because it is taking a dynamic range. This is one of the example of dynamic range. So have you seen that in this in when it was a range, it is not a table, it was a simple range, it was static. Now it is dynamic. We will see the one more example. We will create a pivot to this. I will create a pivot in the existing book. Okay, and I will take the product and the sum of the product. If I will add some to this data, suppose this is 5000, and I will refresh this, it is constant, like my headphone is this only. The reason is it is taking the range is what is selected previously. Now I want to convert this to a dynamic range. First option is obviously I can create it as a table, the same what we did in the previous example. And the second option is offset. So we will check offset more detail in different video. Here we will use it to create a dynamic range. Offset reference. Reference is the starting point of our range. So our starting point is A1. I will just make it as absolute reference, locking the cell. Second is rows, the number of rows which we want to go down or up. In this case, we don't want to move up and down. We will skip this. Third option is columns, number of the column we want to move backward or forward. In this case, we don't have to move backward or forward, so yeah, this also we will skip if we don't want to move. And the third option is the height is what is the height of our entire range. So in this case we will use count a counts the non-empty cells. So usually we have to take the column which is not empty, like it should be a primary column, that means there will be data in that column. So in this case I will select the A column. And last is width. So what is the width of our range? This we will take from. Okay, now we will use this formula in our name manager. Formulas, name manager. I will keep this as a range, data range, and we'll paste this formula over here. Okay, okay, done. So now, as you can see, here we have selected A1 to C6. Now, instead of this, I will replace with the name manager what we have created. I'm using the shortcut control F3, and what we have created is data range. I will select this data range and create OK. Okay, after selecting this, I will now refresh. So here we can see the headphone is 7300, which is 2. Now I will delete this. I will refresh it. It is now similarly okay. This I have shown for illustration. I will delete this. I will add some more data over here. Laptop, monitor, and I will so let's see, laptop is 45,000, monitor is 7,500. So it got changed. So this is the second way. First we saw the easiest way to create a dynamic range is to create into a table, range to table. And the second what we saw is the name manager. In name manager we use the offset formula. One more example we will see in creating a chart. Suppose this is the data, attendance data. We will insert one chart, simple chart. Okay, so in this case I will just okay, so in this case I will add one more employee, ID 06, name and present. Okay, so now the present count should be 5. So if you will refresh data, it is not refresh because it is taking the old range. So here we will convert this to a table. I just went to this range and I pressed Ctrl T. So now it is table. The table name is table 4. We can rename it like I will name it as attendance. Okay. So now we will go to our sheet 4, and this is the data source, change data source. Previously it took a manual range A1 to C7. I will delete this. I will just click on this table. I will select Control A. It already took the name of the table, that was attendance. Now I click OK. The present count is 5. So this automatically get implemented over here. I will add one more record. I will give it a 7. Raj. And our absent count was 2, so absent. Now I will refresh this pivot. It's 3. So here we saw the two ways to create a dynamic range. This is very much important in today's world as the data is continuously increasing. So dynamic range is very useful in reporting, in dashboards, in creating charts, in creating graphs.